I don't want to hear any of you ever again complain about short episodes in this series. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it on the internet. I don't want to see it anywhere. That was amazing.
Who's scruffy looking?
Welcome back to the Talking With My Aunt channel, everybody. This is my review of Chapter 14 of The Mandalorian. Holy cow!
Oh my God!
What an episode that was. Oh, what is going on? All week, we were hearing about how short this episode was. Oh, it's not 50 minutes. Oh, it's not 55 minutes. I wish every episode was long. I don't want to hear it anymore, anybody. I don't want to hear that complaint ever again.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Was this one of the shorter episodes in the series? Yes, but it was probably the most fun. I don't think it was the best narratively. I think this show still has one of those overarching loose plots. I don't think it's an episode by episode plot. This episode was a shoot 'em up shooting gallery, total bundle of awesomeness. I got no words for it right now, man. This episode's so good. And I don't want to hear anybody else say those words. I wish these episodes were longer because you know what? Stories don't have to be long to be good. Stories can be really short and still have the same emotional impact. It can still make you feel excited or sad or anxious or any feeling whatsoever, even if they're only just a half hour long. I feel like this week, The Mandalorian really flexed its muscles. I don't think this, again, was one of those episodes that showed off how great of a plot this show had, but I really felt like this episode showed off how big The Mandalorian's muscles are. Not only was this show incredibly badass at times. Oh my God! Holy cow! This guy's insane. Holy cow. Oh, and there's more? This episode was just an action sequence out of my dreams, but at times it was also incredibly touching. And that's not a bad thing. I really, really love that about this week. I thought that's what really made this episode probably one of the most fun to watch. And we've had a lot of those this season. We've had a lot of episodes that just kind of showed us hints and glimpses of what this show could be. And I think this episode, it really busted out of its shell and showed us that not only can this show be incredibly touching, but it can be that badass show that we all thought it would be before it even aired. Easily the craziest episode of the season. I think also what this show did this week was raise the stakes tenfold. I think we all knew what the stakes were going into this season. He has to protect the child. Din Djarin has to protect the child. But it really wasn't put to the test until this week. I mean, this is probably one of the more anxious episodes, I think. Now he's got to sleep. Oh! It's just, I don't know what's going to happen next week, and that's how this show should feel all the time. And we haven't gotten that yet this season. We haven't really felt like the child has been in danger, so we've just kind of been lackadaisical from week to week, and I think we've kind of mulled ourselves to sleep. But 10 out of 10, we're all awake now, man. There's no way I'll be able to sleep tonight knowing that the child is out there in Moff Gideon's hands. I always thought a lot of these episodes so far in Season 2 have been very good. I haven't had an episode so far, except for maybe one, that I was like, meh, that was okay. But I felt like this show this season has just been sort of lacking in something. I couldn't put my finger on it. I really couldn't tell what this show was missing until this week. And it's like I said, there was no real stakes in this show. Mando wasn't put to the test. The child wasn't in danger, and now he is. Of course, we have to talk about the cameos this episode. This was, by and large, the Boba Fett episode. Oh, no. What? No way. Is this guy actually gonna ruin it? Boba, you naughty boy. I don't know if this episode totally, rights the wrongs of Boba Fett being an overrated character in Star Wars canon, but oh boy, was this the best 20 minutes or 15 minutes or however long he was on screen. It was the best amount of minutes we've ever gotten from Boba Fett in Star Wars, period. That includes the Clone Wars. He was crazy in this episode. I had so much fun watching him just completely beat up stormtroopers. And of course, Fennic Shan making an appearance. I made the comment right before they said it, actually, that no one actually dies in Star Wars. Everybody lives in Star Wars. Nobody dies. Nobody dies. She was dead. He was dead. But there they both are. I mean, it was crazy. I'm glad that they're both back. But man, I guess we can't trust death even in the Star Wars movie. But wow, did I have fun with the cameos this episode. Just to wrap up real quick, I'm seeing a lot of, oh, this is the best episode yet. Oh, this is the best episode yet. Do I think it was the best episode yet? No, I don't think so. I don't think that this was the best episode yet. It's up there, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was the best one. I think this episode was definitely the most fun. This episode, I think, showed off what the show can really, really do to your emotions. And it's one of those things I've been thinking about with this show. I think we all have to prepare ourselves a little bit. This is going to be dark. We all have to prepare ourselves a little bit that this show might break our hearts this season or next season, or at some point this show's going to break our hearts. And this was just a little taste of what that's going to feel like. Anyway, I want to hear what you guys think about this episode, as always, down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the episode, what your initial reactions were, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.